Welcome to the Speakers Room Live. Today we are talking about the three top ways to become a better communicator. If you're watching right now, just going to put hashtag live in the comments. If you're watching in the near and dear future, put hashtag replay. I'm also excited because today we're going to talk about who are our top three winners within the Speaking for Profit Circle. If you haven't already joined our amazing community, I would suggest that you do. Every month, we give away 3 prizes for the most engaged people within the Speaking for Profit Circle. So if you're in that community, great. I'm glad you're on this amazing live session because you'll probably learn about if you're a winner or not. If not, you'll learn about the different things that you can win for the month of August, because every month we will give out these top 3 prizes for the most engaged person in the community. So again, if you're watching now, just kind of put hashtag live in the comments. If you're watching in the future, put hashtag replay. You've all been to the Speaking for Profit coach. I help speakers and consultants like yourself land speaking engagements, get on stages, and get in boardrooms around the world. And I'm excited to be here with you today. So before we get into, let me lower this a little bit. Before we get into our curriculum for today, which is the top 3 ways to become a better communicator, because before you can sell anything or put yourself in a position to be on any one stage, you have to be good at communicating. Let's get into our grand prize winners for this month within the Speaking for Profit Circle. So I'm going to go on and share my screen so that you folks can see this. So every month within the Speaking for Profit Circle, we're located in a platform called School, and you will see the link in the description to join our school community. It is totally free as of the recording today. If you're watching this in the next 6 months or a year, it might be a paid community, but right now it is free. So if you want to go on and join, you can. When you engage on School, let's say that you like someone's post, or you put up a post, or you answer a question, or you communicate with me about something that you need more clarification on from our Signature Talk Mastery online course, which is located within the community. Anytime you engage, you get a point within School. These points add up, and at the end of the month, we're able to see who are the top 3 people on the leaderboard, which means who are the top 3 people who have been the most engaged in the community. So we have our winners for the month of July. Shouts out to y'all, and I'm excited to announce y'all. So the first winner that we have is Jamie Eve Brown. Jamie Eve Brown, you have won a one-on-one consultation with myself. I'll be reaching out to you on School in chat to be able to talk about when we can get on a call and I can support you. This call will take place here on YouTube. If you're not watching on our YouTube channel, I would suggest that you go on and head over and like and subscribe. Just look under Speaking for Profit University. That's S for P. Speaking for Profit, the number 4 University, and you'll find our YouTube channel. But on that YouTube channel, I'll meet with you, Jamie Eve, and we'll have a conversation about your business. I'll give you some support, and we'll do that in the next month or so. So I'll send you a few dates to be able to collaborate and put that together. Our next winner is Sammy Walker Herrera, which is Sammy is also a member of Speaking for Profit University, one of our paid members. So congratulations, Sammy. Sammy has been one of the most active folks in our community. And Sammy, for the month of July, you win a lifetime access to our highly paid speaker bundle. So what I'll do, Sammy, is I'll be sending over for you in School in our chat area. I'll send you the link so that you can go on and download the highly paid speaker bundle and you can get into that information. Congratulations. Thank you for being engaged and being a part of our amazing community. And then our third place winner for the month of July is the amazing Ravi. Congratulations, Ravi. Dr. Iyer, we're so excited that you are here and in our community. Ravi gives so much in the free community, y'all, and still runs his own clinic. Ravi also recently joined Speaking for Profit University, which is our paid community and mastermind space. So Ravi, I'm excited to support you on continuing to grow your business. And because Ravi has been so active within the space, He's won a $25 gift card. And what we're hoping is that with this $25 gift card that we're giving to the third place winner every month, you can use that to upgrade your virtual stage, maybe buy some new equipment for your audience or whatever you may want to do to be able to grow your impact. So congratulations, Ravi. I'm so excited for you. Shouts out to you for just continuing to show up and show out and continue to be in the space. So those are our winners for the month. For folks who are interested in being on the leaderboard, on the top of the leaderboard for the month of August, we are going to give out these same amazing prizes to people. But the month of August, for folks who do not know it, is my birthday month. Shouts out to all the Leos out there. Shouts out to all the Leos. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. So the month of August is my birthday month. So I'm actually going to add in a special bonus that's going to be included in that. So that bonus is that the person who is the most engaged in the Speaking for Profit Circle is going to actually get a 2-week trial into our paid community, Speaking for Profit University. So you'll get an opportunity to be coached by me, to check out our free community for 14 days. And that's going to be the first place prize. So first place is going to be access to the Speaking for Profit community space and our course for 14 days. Second place will be the one-on-one call with me. Third place, of course, will be access to the highly paid speaker bundle. And then our fourth place prize for next month will be the $25 gift card. So if you are not a part of the circle, number one, you should join. If you are a part of the circle, this is your sign to pick up your engagement every day. If you have the bandwidth, I would suggest going in the community, answering a question, talking to someone else, talking about the negotiations or strategies that you're using from our course, completing our course and reaching out to Michaela. Because if folks complete the course, which is in Speaking for Profit Circle, what we'll do is we will give you additional access to it for support, right? So we'll give you a call where we can talk about your particular role plan, your strategic model that you want to set up for your business. And we'll give you extra points. That's what I'm going to do for you to win next month if you complete this course. What I believe is that the course that we have within the Speaking for Profit Circle, the Signature Talk Mastery, is the one step that you can take to land at least your first paid, or if you're going to get your first free speaking engagement, you will have the strategy to turn that free or low fee speaking engagement into a fee. That's why I want you to complete that course. So the Speaking for Profit Circle is an amazing community. I want you to be engaged. That's how you're going to win for next month. But the main goal is for you to complete that course so that you can build your business, so that you can be in business and so that you can be successful. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm extremely excited for next month, the month of August, my birthday month. And I have some other things that I'll be sharing in the next couple of weeks, but that's the main thing. Congratulations again to Jamie Eve. Congratulations to Sammy. Congratulations to Ravi. And I look forward to seeing who is going to be the most engaged person in the month of August. I'm really excited for it. Don't forget, we're adding on an additional prize, which will be 14 days access to Speaking for Profit University. So I'll post more about it in our community. And if you haven't joined, go on and join it. So let's get into our conversation for today, right? Which is the top 3 ways to become a more effective communicator. The top 3 ways to become a more effective communicator. And if you haven't gotten your notebook out, whether you're watching live or in the replay, the time is now because it's so important. Communication and speaking is a skill set. And in order for us to become more confident, in order for us to communicate more effectively, we really have to put our audience in mind instead of ourselves. Oftentimes when we're thinking about becoming a better speaker, becoming a better communicator, we lead with our own fears, doubts, and anxiety. I don't talk good. I'm always nervous. I. But what we're not thinking about is really becoming an effective communicator is about your audience. How are you able to deliver a message to your audience that impacts them, that transforms them, that helps them become a better version of themselves? And to be honest with you, the only way you're really going to be able to do that and become an effective communicator is by communicating more. So that's actually one of my first tips for you. In order to become an effective communicator, you've got to practice. And one of the plays that I put out for myself, for my own entrepreneurial playbook, was I'm going to go live every day. And I did this when I first started my business in 2020 because it was the pandemic. We didn't have a lot to do. We were stuck inside anyways. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go live every day. And y'all probably seen me. Some of y'all are some of my ride or dies, and y'all have been here a while going live on Facebook. I was extremely nervous at that time. I barely even wanted to look at the camera. I just had so much fear. But I was like, if I can just go live every day, I can become better at it. But for some of you, I know cameras are going to be the next step. You need something to get started. So if you just want to get started with becoming a better communicator, I would suggest creating a podcast, something audio where you can just have a simple microphone. You could even use let me see if I have these in my pocket. I do. Your headphones, you can use these if you wanted to. The little iPhone ones, right? iPod, it's I something, y'all. Brain. Y'all can use that if you wanted to. I used that for a while when I was first getting by. Or you can buy a simple microphone that you connect to your phone, but you record yourself and then you take that recording and you upload it for your community to hear. We need an audience because if we're becoming an effective communicator, we've got to communicate with others. That's going to tell us how to build our voice. So when I first got started, before I even went live on Facebook for the first time, I had a podcast called Boy Meets Wellness, BOI, Boy Meets Wellness. If you want to go check it out now, you can. The episodes are still up everywhere that you can listen to podcasts, and I love it. I actually might bring that show back in 2025 because I miss doing that. It was primarily a show that was focused on well-being practices, and I was communicating with people that I believe that were boys, people who were born obviously incredible. But we never met on Zoom. Most of those conversations happen if we did meet on Zoom, it was just recording the audio. We weren't looking at one another. And I took the audio and then I uploaded it, and I built an audience off of it. I showed merchandise. I had a really great community, but I started that because I needed to find my own voice and become a better communicator. I was used to speaking as a poet and I was used to speaking as corporate evolved, but I had no voice for myself. So I wanted to start this podcast to find my own voice. And that's the thing about you being an effective communicator. People are going to understand you when you communicate well, but also when you're authentic and you're truly yourself. So first step, get some practice. Find your field, find your playbook. How often are you going to do it? Make it a SMART goal. Make sure it's simple. Make sure that you can measure it and put it out there. So do me a favor, if you're watching this live or in the replay, watching this later on YouTube, go on and put in the comments, how often are you going to practice your skill set? And it's not good enough if you just are planning on doing it in front of a mirror or speaking to a plant or to a bottle or whatever people do when they suggest practicing. You need an audience. And the best audience you can have is doing a platform like this. I'm using StreamYard, or going live on Facebook or Instagram, or utilizing the podcast function to practice, right? So write it down and then post it in the comments. The second thing that you can do to become a better communicator, besides practice, is to slow down. Quite often when we get nervous and we want to speak, what we'll do is we just want to speed through our presentation or that moment, but having intentional moments to slow down, to hear your internal voice is going to be so important for you. So one of the ways that I slow down as a speaker, because like I told you, I came from poetry, I came from rap, I used to rap, believe it or not. So I came from different stages of my life where I was using my voice as a different vessel. So to be a good communicator and an educator and a speaker, I had to really slow down and be intentional. So that meant adding on a mindfulness practice to my ritual as a speaker, which is my second tip for you. Slow down and create a ritual around it. Before you go into a speech or to a presentation or to hold space on a call for a business, have some type of ritual that requires you to slow down. And it could be simple. Maybe it's just that you take a few breaths. I have an amazing client, Opulence Abundance, shouts out to them. When we get on a call or in a moment, they'll say, let's just take 3 deep breaths together. And we'll breathe it out. We'll breathe it out. So for you, maybe it's breath. For you, maybe it's listening to some jazz. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's just being in a quiet corner for a moment before you get on stage. But becoming a better communicator is about slowing yourself down so that you can really be intentional about where your audience is at. If you don't know where your audience is at, or if your audience is really with you, it's going to be hard for you to communicate effectively. So write down those first 2. Remember, practice and slow down. Practice and slow down. Okay, I see one question coming in here. I want to answer that, and then we'll go on to the third one. So as often as possible, to be honest, how often do you recommend? Hey, Maddie, welcome to the space. I'm assuming that you're asking this about how often should you practice. I always think about when I make a new commitment, Maddie, and this is just the type of coach I am. I hope to work with you in the near and dear future. I often think to myself, what is my capacity? What is my true capacity? How often do I really have the ability to do this task? And then I reel it back a little bit. The reason I do that is because I am a recovering overworker and overdoer. So I know that I might say I'm going to go live every day. And I did that. That shows you that I'm a recovering overworker in the beginning of my business, but it wasn't sustainable. And I really didn't have capacity for that. So now for me, I go live once a week. That's actually going to shift a bit. And I'm going to start doing a weekly live training and live webinar in the next few weeks, right? So different times, different seasons. So for you, ask yourself, what's your capacity? And then reel it back a little bit. Maybe you'll say I can do 3 times a week. What I would suggest starting off with that probably will work great for you is just once a week. Once a week, go live, or once a week, drop a podcast and really be able to showcase your voice. That's probably the minimum that I would suggest, because then it gives you on at least a weekly pattern. And then eventually that can turn into twice a week. And then eventually you could be somewhere like Auntie Oprah and maybe doing it every day, right? Or people who are like have their own talk shows and do it every day. Definitely. No problem, Maddie. Got you. Got your back. So we talked about the first ones, right? The top 2 ways to become an effective communicator. You want to practice and you want to slow down. I apologize, y'all. My phone is just pinging. Give me one moment. Siri, put my phone on Do Not Disturb. All right. We should not be interrupted again. So the third way is that you want to get effective feedback. You want to get effective feedback. The feedback is what's going to help you grow. So one of the platforms that I use and that I suggest that my clients use within Speaking for Profit University and the Speaking for Profit Circle is a tool called Talkadot. And what I'll do is I'll actually put the link to my affiliate link, all transparency, in the comments shortly. And I'll also include it in the description of this video so you can check it out. But Talkadot is great because, number one, it'll ask the audience about your engagement, how impactful the speech was. If they want to hear you again, they can leave testimonials. There's also a question planted in there that asks people if they want to bring you in to speak. So you can also walk away with new business. So when you're going live once a week, maybe you add in your Talkadot slide. Or when you're going on a speaking engagement, you add in your Talkadot slide. Literally what they do is they give you a slide with a QR code. The audience can click it, right? Go to the survey, fill it out, give their information, and give you feedback. You can also put a link in the chat if that's not available, right? So it gives you an opportunity to get the feedback and to become better. What many of us want is we want people to always tell us that we're doing well. But I'm going to be honest with you. You can't become great if you don't fail. And failure for all of us looks different. Some people, if they get one piece of feedback on their talk or dot that does not say that they did great, they think that they're a failure. I'm a failure. No one said I did good. Some people, if they get all 90%, but then 8% didn't like it, they didn't do good. Yeah, people are giving their honest feedback. And the only way you're going to become better is by listening to that. There's so much honest feedback that I've gotten throughout my process of being a business owner, being a speaker, being a consultant, writing a book that has helped me thrive today. And if I wasn't open to the feedback, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So get Talkadot. When you have your next speech or your next consultation or you go live, make sure you share the link or the QR code and get some feedback so that people can know how great and how amazing you are, but also so that they can support you in becoming better. So top 3 ways to become a better communicator. 1, we want to make sure that we practice. And we want to practice in front of a live audience so that we can get great feedback. The second thing that we want to do is we want to slow down. We want to have a process that slows us down so that we can be more connected to our audience. And then third, we want to set up a way where we can get feedback. Now, the great thing for folks who might be interested in getting additional support from me is within the Speaking for Profit University community, we're doing all of that. We literally are starting an open mic space in the next month where you can come and practice your speeches and get feedback from us. We literally have things within our new course that we're launching within the next couple of weeks to help you create your pre-talk ritual so that you can slow down and you can create more space to listen to your audience. So this is already created in that space if you want to join us. And if you want to join us, what I would suggest is commenting the word speak in the comments, or you can join us at the Speaking for Profit Circle. Once you join the community, hit me up in the chat and I'll send you more information on how to get started. But these are the 3 ways to become an effective communicator. The top 3 ways. One thing I'll share with y'all before I go, and feel free if you have any additional questions, put them in the comments. Even if you're watching this later, we'll come back and answer those for you. You can't skip the work, y'all. I know so many of y'all want the get rich quick scheme. Y'all want me to tell you you can make $1 million in a day by doing nothing. And it's not true. So a lot of the practices that I've given you today and that I'll continue to give you on this channel is really about putting in the work. And I'm not saying putting in work that causes you to burn out or causes you to not be able to take care of yourself. I'm talking about putting in the work to put it in so because you love your business and you love the message that you have, doing the labor that you signed up for. So I hope that this was helpful for you. Remember, today we're talking about the top ways to become an effective communicator. We also had an opportunity to celebrate some of the amazing people who have been engaged in the Speaking for Profit Circle. And there's some really amazing things that are coming up in our community in August. So I'm excited to continue to build with you all. I hope you all have an amazing day. And until next time, peace.